What's up guys? In this video I'm going to be comparing the Xbox One X alongside the Xbox One S. I'm going to be sharing the differences that the two systems have along with the similarities that they share. I'm also going to be giving you my personal take as to whether the new system is worth investing in. So if you are a Microsoft fan and you're looking forward to the release of the new system, don't go anywhere. I got more coming up right after this. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Astronaut, and if you're coming to my channel for the first time, please make sure you smash that subscribe button, click the like button, and say hello through the comments. I would greatly appreciate it. And if you are a return visitor, thank you so much for coming back. I appreciate your support, especially if you've left a comment on any of my prior videos, and I'm hoping you'll do the same for this video here. So guys, class is in session. Make sure you take out your pencils and your paper and get ready to take some notes on the comparisons with these two systems, the Xbox One X and the Xbox One S. Alright guys, so I've done some research on both of these systems, and if you are a Microsoft fan and you're looking forward to the release of the new system, which is going to be on November 7th, then hopefully by the end of this video you will have a good idea and feel informed enough to know whether or not you really want to invest in the new system or not. So guys, I'm just going to kick things off with describing how both of these systems are similar. So this is really simple guys, actually. Both systems are going to come with 3 USB connectors, one in front, 2 in the back. Also in the rear, a pair of HDMI ports, which is short for High Definition Multimedia Interface, 2.0B out and 1.4B in. Ethernet, SPDIF audio, which is short for Sony Philips Digital Interface format, and IR output, which is of course short for infrared, which relates to the use of a remote control. So both support 4K HDR content, which HDR stands for High Dynamic Range, through HDR10 standard. Both have UHD Blu-ray disc drives. Both have Dolby Atmos and Dolby Digital 5.1 audio. So guys, just to sum up all of this, if you already have an Xbox One S, basically the Xbox One X is going to have everything that the Xbox One S has in the back of it. If you just look at the back of your Xbox One S right now, then basically you're going to see the exact same connections and hookups that are going to come with the Xbox One X. So that's pretty simple. And also, if you are a home theater enthusiast, both of these systems are going to be able to accommodate you if you're really into that really rich and you really like a lot of visuals and that really rich sound and audio quality, then both of these systems will cater to your liking. So now both systems also support high dynamic range in certain games, but there are some slight differences which we will get to later on in the video. And both systems play the exact same games. So both systems are going to play games, the 360 games as well as the Xbox One games. The only difference is that there are going to be some titles that will be released which will have a sticker on them that says enhanced for Xbox One X, and basically that means that if you play it on the Xbox One X, you will be able to experience the true 4K gaming, and they will come with a few extra bells and whistles that you can visually check out. A lot of things are going to be richer and fuller because of the high resolution and the quality that true 4K gaming can afford you on the Xbox One X. Okay guys, so let's move on over to how these two systems are different. So basically the first thing that is the most obvious thing is the design of the two systems. The Xbox One X is smaller than the Xbox One S, and this is really remarkable because I don't know if you've been paying attention to the campaign that Microsoft has been running for the new system, but they've been saying that this is the most powerful console in the world, but at the same time it is also the smallest Xbox they've ever designed. So they have crammed a ton of power and a lot of processing power into this small system, so that's pretty impressive. The One S comes in white, while the One X is currently being only offered in black. The Xbox One X can compete with mid-range gaming PCs, which is really impressive, while the Xbox One S is similar to the Xbox One that launched back in 2013. So guys, if you decide to invest in an Xbox One S, you're basically going to be investing in old technology from back in 2013. There's a lot of similarities between that system as with the original Xbox One, whereas the Xbox One X is completely revolutionary, is capable of doing the true 4K gaming, and really, that, to be honest, Microsoft is putting all of its eggs in one basket. They're really banking on the hopes that a lot of gamers out there are going to really want to crave that 4K, that true 4K gaming experience. And that's really, they're hoping that's what's going to motivate them to really go out and buy this system. They're hoping that that will be the purchasing power for getting people to invest in the new system. Now, looking at the Xbox One S, it has been upscaled from full HD, but the big thing about the Xbox One S is that it's going to come with a feature that's called checkerboarding anti-aliasing technology, and what that does is it creates It creates pixels where there are none, giving the impression of a sharper, clearer image. But this is actually not true 4K, as in with the case with the Xbox One X. Also, the Xbox One S supports high dynamic range gaming at any resolution. Now, if we look at the Xbox One X, it can render games at a much higher resolution than the One S. Images are much richer and more detailed imaging. Increase in video memory means textures in games will be at a much higher resolution, and it has more scope for big effects such as smoke and explosion. So basically, if you're playing on the Xbox One X and you encounter billows of smoke or finely detailed elements that might affect the atmosphere or the environment where you're surrounding, everything's going to jump out at you. It's going to be so much more detailed. You're going to be able to really observe more of your surrounding and really feel like you're more immersed in the gameplay. Now let's move on over to hardware. Now, as far as hardware is concerned, the major thing that is the difference between the two systems is that the Xbox One X is going to come with a new cooling and power delivery system. So Microsoft has really tried to step up their game in really trying to squash the whole overheating issue with a lot of their units. They're hoping this new cooling system will help to really minimize a lot of that heat buildup. But a lot of the specs that we have for the Xbox One X are really on paper. So we have yet to really see whether or not this new cooling system is going to be something that's going to be louder, is it going to generate more noise with the system, is it going to be quieter. We don't know. But we just have what's on paper. Now, let's move on over to storage. Now, storage is really, really important because, of course, dealing in modern day gaming, we all know we need to be able to have a lot of space available on these systems to be able to download these games, store all this space, as well as all the other multimedia elements such as music and other detailed things that people have going on with their systems. Now, the One S is more ideal and more versatile in terms of storage space because you can buy different units at different storage capacities, starting with 500 gigabytes, which I believe the starting price for that is $250. And it starts at 500 gigabytes and it goes all the way up to 2 terabytes. So that's really going to be much more flexible, much more within a lot of people's budgets, to be able to afford the Xbox One S, possibly at the 500 gigabyte level. Now, the Xbox One X is going to come with 1 terabyte with 8 gigabytes of flash storage. Now, the reason why Microsoft is doing the 8 gigabytes of flash storage that they're kind of tagging onto the system is they're wanting the operating system to be able to store the most frequently accessed files for a faster solid state storage. So basically, whenever you get on your Xbox One X, Microsoft really wants you to be able to quickly jump right back into exactly where you left off, get right back into whatever your normal habit or routine is with getting onto your system and your gaming experience. They want to be able to generate that processing power really quickly. So that's kind of what Microsoft is going for with that. Now, I just went over price a little bit. I told you guys that the Xbox One S is going to be 250 gigabytes. I'm sorry, it's going to be $250, and the Xbox One X is going to be $499. So yes, it's definitely in a league of its own in terms of price. The Xbox One X. I don't know a lot of kids who their parents are just going to run out and spend $500 for a new system. But anyway, so that's pretty much the price differences between the system. The $250 One S is pretty much going to be the 500 gigabyte system you can buy, and the $499 Xbox One X is going to be the 1 terabyte with the 8 gigabyte of flash storage. All right, guys. So basically, just to sum everything up, honestly, the more I analyze both of the situations with both systems, I really don't think that the Xbox One X is all that much of a necessity at this point. And even Microsoft came out in an article a few weeks ago, and I thought it was so funny that they did this because they spent so much time promoting this campaign, saying, oh, it's the most powerful system in the world, it's the this, and that. And then they turn around like a few weeks before the launch of the system and they say, okay, we realize that this system isn't for everybody. And yeah, it's not for everybody, because this system is not presenting a completely new 100% upgrade to a completely new gaming experience that no one has ever seen, with features that are not found anywhere else on any other system. The only thing that this system is able to do is the true 4K gaming, which of course is revolutionary and is amazing and visually is really awesome and wonderful. Hardcore gamers are definitely going to want to take advantage of that and get into that. But because of the price and because of the fact that that is the only thing, that's the only difference between the major difference between that and the Xbox One S, I really don't think that this is going to be cost effective, first of all. And second of all, I mean, the Xbox One S is already capable of nearly almost generating the same level of resolution, not entirely, but it can give the impression of it. And for most gamers, I think that's really going to be all they really need in order to play these games. I mean, unless you just really have to see that squirrel that's like 10 miles in the distance of wherever your gameplay is, that's climbing up that tree, and you really want to see the expression on his face, then you might want to get the Xbox One X so you can see the expression on his face. But other than that, I mean, I think people are really going to be more focused on the content of the games, the gameplay, the quality of the games, and the affordability, because at the end of the day, the majority of gamers out there, or the purchasing power really lies, for me, in my opinion, the purchasing power really lies with parents who are going to be willing to go out there and buy those systems for their kids come Christmas time, come Thanksgiving time, come holidays and birthdays. It's really going to come down to parents who can afford it within their budget to get their kids something that their kids are going to enjoy. And so now Microsoft wants to come out and say, well, this system isn't for everybody. Well, of course they want to say that, because you know, they can't really afford to abandon the Xbox One S right now, because that's going to be their real flagship. They're trying to make the Xbox One X out to be their flagship, but it's really not. It's a shiny new toy, but it's not the flagship. The flagship is really the Xbox One S. That's what's going to sell. That's what parents are going to buy. That's what teenagers are going to be playing. And as for the Xbox One X, that's going to be reserved for like high-level gamers who are, you know, wanting to just, you know, they've saved up their money, they're willing to invest, they regularly invest in gaming material and gaming technology. That's their habit, that might be their career, and they want to basically be able to play on that high quality level, but they are in the minority. So yes, anyways guys, I'm just going to end the video right there, and I may do another video that will give you a list of the games that are going to be enhanced for the Xbox One X, but that'll be a little later on. But guys, just to let you guys know, the system is going to come out on November the 7th, and hopefully by listening to this video and checking out my information and my breakdown of the systems, it will help you to understand a little bit more of what's going on in terms of the competition between the Xbox One S and the Xbox One S. Alright guys, that's been my presentation. Class is dismissed. This is Astronaut. I will see you guys in the next video. Oh, don't forget that subscribe button, click the like button, say hi through the comments.